people that have been following along, my OG t-shirt is back. Hello. So, where are we at? We're in anger mode. We're in anger mode. Anger mode is good. We're in angry. We're in dominate mode. We're in mode. We're in are we going to confront our life mode? Yes or no? Today, I've decided we're going to just calm down. I'm going to get a journal and I need to write down my feelings. So I've been leaning on people for a bit now, for a while, right? For a bit. And when I lean on people, it's like, it's good, but I've gotten a lot of data from everywhere and it's like, it's good. It's filled its purpose. I've gotten a lot of data and I was like, all right, okay, I've gotten all the data. Now, what are we going to do? The data points to that I am messy and I'm not certain what is the thing that I need to do, the 100%. The big thing that I'm losing, right? Big thing that I'm losing is I've got this music that I've started pushing along before I've started pushing along the money and the business. But a lot of my resources, a lot of my employees, a lot of everyone is in my business. So they're in my e-commerce business, and e-commerce is good because we want to keep this separate from money. We want to keep the creative away from money. We do want to keep it away from money. We want the creative, the OF, we want to keep it away from money. We want to have it passion, pure product, because I want to put myself out there, like my heart on there. YouTube, I want to put my heart out there. I can't have it linked to money. I just have to say, I'm going to do fully me, fully in line with me. Money will come later at some point from it. So it does help if you subscribe. It obviously helps if you watch, if you're on the OF, if you're wherever you are, if you're listening to the music, play it on repeat in your car 100 times, please. But what we're trying to say is, what we, me, myself, and I, is that I want to keep that separate from money. And e-commerce is like e-commerce. Cool. So e-commerce is people buy shit. I know how to sell shit to people. So I just got to sell more shit to people, which they like. I got to make sure it's in line with, my spiritual higher self. Cool. So we do that. So I sell that. And then this music thing is on the side, and obviously the rig moving forward and the diet being in a certain way and structure makes a massive difference to how I feel, to how I resonate, to how I, So all of that increases my confidence in self. So if I use rig and diet and like locked inness and endorphins to increase the confidence in myself, that confidence then spirals out to these two, and then I get frantic, and then I'm like, I'll do more of this, do less of this, do more of this, do less of this. I love social media. I love music. I love music. I love music. I love it so much, and my heart is pulling towards it. And I'm like, I just put everything into that, but this thing is like the thing that makes the needle move, because we can't, So today is all about, I'm going to really feel it out. I'm going to be experiencing what is so, what is not so. I've gotten a haircut, by the way, if you haven't noticed. And I'm going to really get just more, just do the thing. And what I've lost is I've lost momentum. All that's happened is I've lost momentum. And guess what? The first 1 to 2 days when you start something, the momentum is usually quite poor. First couple of days is quite poor. But then after the first couple of days, the momentum kind of takes care of itself. You're like, your brain's like, I'll just do that. It's relatively simple. It's easy. I'll just do that. So I don't think I should change anything with the rig. I don't think I should change anything with the rig. I've already got it planned down. I've got my 21 days planned. I've got then we're staying in ketosis planned. I don't think I should change anything with that. My brain starts getting caught on when's the album going to get released, when's the, whatever. It's going to get released. That's separate. Rig exists in a separate place. What I have is I have this thing where I'm like, if you're shredded visually and you got one of the top physiques, that social media then explodes, everything explodes, and yeah, that may be correct, but it's like I'm being like, I have to get this, and then that happens, and everything's riding on this. It's got so much weight on it. It's like, whoa, dude. That'll happen whenever it happens. Cool. It's no processed foods anyway. It'll happen when it'll happen. Just chill out. Just do the thing. Just don't really worry about it too much. Just do the thing, right? Also, probably chill out on the social media for a bit. Like, just for a bit, while you're gaining momentum. So I'm going to have to write all this down, right? Because in video talking, in diary talking, it's like me talking to myself or talking to somebody else. It doesn't lock it in. So I have stopped writing in my diary, the daily, like just all my thoughts and where I'm going. So I'm going to bring that back today. And the rig needs to exist as this separate entity. It's like, what are the habits that are gonna make me feel good around confidence? What are the habits that are gonna make me feel good around confidence? And rig diet and having that sort of in a place where I know where it sits will leave me confident in that area. So you can do that area, Andrew. That is a fine area to do. You don't need to worry too much about it. You can just do that area, Andrew. Cool. Okay. If we're doing that area, fantastic. We don't need to reinvent the sun. We just do that area. Amazing. I'm targeting myself on huge. I'm like 2 hours cardio, then another hour of cardio, just for a walk. And I'm like, but my e-commerce and finances is important, so I need to lean more on that. And yoga, we are going to yoga tomorrow. You know, lean on the correct things. Don't lean on the incorrect things. Do the correct things. And I know I've introduced days again, and I probably should just eliminate these days again. So the other thing in my mind is like, what if we go not race towards it, like still going pretty fast at like a 2,000? Yeah, it'll still be like a 2,000, 3,000 calorie deficit. Like, it's still racing pretty fast. So it feels like the 2 hours cardio is good, but even 1 hour cardio, because when the rig is done, I'm not going to be doing more than 1 hour of cardio a day. I won't. It may even go down to half an hour. But should I plan something for now and then later get the momentum? Oh, no. 2 hours is good. 2 hours is good. 2 hours is good for now because it is a primal point that for me, unfortunately, has a lot attached to my confidence and how I feel about myself. So therefore, I need to make sure that needle is being moved correctly. And 1 hour makes me feel, oh, look, I'm going like really gently and slow, but 2 hours makes me feel accomplished. I need to feel accomplished. I need to feel accomplished because when I feel accomplished, I feel better in the other stuff. I'll feel better on YouTube. I'll feel better in my e-commerce business. I feel better at all the other stuff. I need to feel accomplished. So 2 hours is a must. 2 hours is a must. It's just a must. So Andrew, shush. 3 hours? Now, why? Like, why? You can do other walking around and it'll turn into the third hour anyway. Like, why? Maybe let's not do that, Andrew. Like, let's not be that weird about it. Like, can we not be that weird about it? You're already fasting. Your diet's perfect. Gym, 2 hours cardio. Maybe like chill. And what we'll probably do, to be honest, that's what we'll do. So the food shouldn't change because the food changes is where it brings like this craziness to me. The food shouldn't really change. So if the food doesn't change, the only thing that can change after the 21 days is after 21 days, I can go down to 1 hour cardio. That's what we'll do. So we'll just, after 21 days, we will put the deficit in less. That's it. We'll do the deficit less and see how that operates. And we don't change the food. We just continue on the same thing with food. That actually makes me feel good. But I'll write this stuff out. So what rig finances and finances, I'm now getting like, okay, like I'm just pissed off. Now I want large finances. I want them immediately. I want them now. And I want that. So I need to work out on my priorities again. So I've set up my priorities in the start of the year. I've set up like big priorities of what we're actually going for the entire year. Okay, we've said rig, we've said finances, 100 grand a month, and then we've said music, notoriety, social media, fame. What I've been doing is I've been doing all three at the same time instead of doing the 1, 2, 3. And if I did 1, 2, 3, it would have been so much better. I would have already been done with the rig. It would have already been done. Then I would have already now been on the money. Then I would have then been on the music. But I wouldn't have felt, well, I would have felt whatever I felt. It's just how my brain works or not brain works, or it's what I've needed to go through while my father was dying. It's what I've needed to go through while the ex is whatever's happening with the ex. Like, I guess it's what my body needed to do. It needed to have a release, and I'm not mad about it. I've created a lot of musical art, and I've really cemented music in my life. It was important for me because I was like, oh, I don't want this dream to... I don't want to lose this dream. So I needed it to cement it. So I think I've cemented it, which is nice. So we're just going to continue that. And I'm also going to, I think this week, begin to release the second song, which is Kanye's song. It's called Coming for Kanye. I don't know if I've told you about this, if you've been here or if you're new here. So Coming for Kanye. It's a diss track, but it's a playful track. It's got a hook in there from popular songs. So it's like a nightclubby, like fun, playful vibe. So I think that it's time to release it, and it's time to release this now before even the album gets released. So, and I know it's going to be like back to back. It's going to have that song released, and then it's going to have the album released, and then I'm going to be like in 2 separate spots, but it doesn't matter. More music, whatever. Like, we will just keep pushing the music. Basically, it's quite simple. So I think I'm going to do that. What I do have to lock myself into is I think I need to lock myself into a few things. Once I have all that music there, so I'll have all that music there, I can't allow myself to produce more music until at least one of the other things is done. At least until finances is done. Or rig is done. I really need to be really strict with myself. Like, you are not allowed to do that thing until that thing is done. And if you have that desire to do that thing, it's like, oh, I really want to go music. Go use that energy and move it towards the other thing and do the other thing. And it's going to be towards rig. It's going to be towards rig. Or do I go, and I just kind of love this OG shirt, or do I go just reverse it back all the way and just go, nah, 3 hours, just get it done in 21 days. You know what I mean? I'm going round and round in circles. I'm like, but the extra hour, it's okay, the extra hour is going to be, it's just walking on the street anyway, so it's an extra 500 calories. So 500 calories over 21 days is, what is that? It's 21, I'm going to answer this for myself right now. So 21, extra 500 calories, right? Let's say it's an extra 500. Extra 500. 500 times 21 days is, what is that? Andrew, what is that? 10,000. Extra 1.5 kilos. Extra 1 kilo. Okay. So all I'm doing is after 21 days, I allow for another week, and that cleans up anything that I missed. Okay, chill out. Like it's just not gonna make, it's gonna make a difference, but it's not gonna make all the difference. And a lower calorie deficit is better for muscle retention. It just is. It is better for muscle retention. So maybe just do that. Like don't overcook it. 2 hours leaves me feeling proud. Yes. Don't overcook it with too much cardio. Wake up on time. I'm not waking up on time at all. So the phone now today is getting moved somewhere else where I must stand up for the alarm just to get that momentum going. Because at the moment, the momentum is like, nah, I'm escaping life. In fact, my brain is so cooked. Remember, I'm a psychopath. If you don't remember from yesterday, I've now identified it as a psychopath. Don't do what I do. But I woke up today and I'm like, you know what? It'll be a good day to take some psychedelics. Not that I recommend this, right? And depending on what country you're in, etc. And I was like, that'll be a great pattern interrupt. And one side of me is like, yeah, that'll be a great pattern interrupt and I'll get a lot and I'll process grief and blah, blah, blah. And the other side of it is like, or you can be stronger and add it to your confidence, because if you get through stuff without the help of other stuff, you earn higher confidence within self. And higher confidence you can't cheat. You cannot cheat higher confidence. If you earned all your battle scars, if you fought yourself and won without the help of substances, you win. You just win. Simple. I'd like to win. So I'm going to win. Simple. Bang. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to win. So I'm going to win. Simple. That's it. That's where we're at. I need to just do that today. I need to slowly, calmly get really, really dialed in because I'm frantic and all over the shop. So I need to just be here is the time that I wake up. Here is the time that I go to the gym. Here is the time that I do that. Here is that. Here is that. Continue. That is all I can do. And that is all I should do. And that is all I will do. So therefore, I will do that. And block out the rest. And I think important, in speaking all of this, I must, just for the time being, just hold your horses. If finances are important, just hold your horses on the social media, Andrew. Just a little bit, not too long, but just hold your horses on the social media just a little bit. Maybe like, I don't know, 5-6 days, 4-5 days. Just operate on the other thing until it's like really nicely dialed in. Give it a week, actually. Maybe give it an entire week. That's what I could do. I could give it an entire week. I can set up social media posts that kind of work around other stuff anyway, like previous content and stuff. I can set stuff up that kind of releases content, cool. But social media with creating short form content, how about you lock in one section? Cool. So first section, the first week, we're going to lock in the diet. We're going to lock that shit in. We're just going to put it all together. We're going to nicely package it and we're going to lock that in. Fantastic. Once that is locked in, we're going to lock in the e-commerce side. We're going to lock that in nicely. There's not much to do there, but there's bits to do there. Like, what can I do? What am I doing there? Let's do that. Let's do some things there, Andrew. Next, I'll be like, okay, I can add this stuff. So, scale all the way back. One thing at a time. You know what I mean? Like, tomorrow's job, the only thing that I will need to do tomorrow is just to accomplish the rig thing. Accomplish the rig thing and solidify that. Maybe add cleaning the house, maybe add the things there. Fantastic. Solidify that. Cool. Once that's solidified, solidify the e-commerce side. Okay, solidify that, fantastic. So it's just like step by step by step, not everything at the same time, but as long as one thing's concrete and locked in, that is locked in and concrete. I need like, did you do that? Concrete, done. Next, once that's locked in and like, I'm in a lock in there, okay, nothing's getting in the way there, then I can add this second thing and I can be like that, and locked in. Cool. Can I fit in anything else? If I can't fit in anything else, that's fine. Just have these two things locked in. Soon the rig goes down to minimal time. It just takes a very little bit of time. Once that takes time, I've got more space there. So I need to be very, very strategic here, and I need to be very, very like, I feel like a lot of my masculinity is coming back, and it's like, it's good. I'm locking out of that feeling, and I'm locking out of the do. I'm locking out of the feels. People are talking, people are looking at me. It's good. It's like, it's good. We're talking to people. We're connecting with people. The vibration is higher. I'm definitely more, plugged into reality than I was before. I think a lot of me has just been really disassociated or just like in this haze of grief and like, let's go this section. So I'm going to figure out what is realistically possible. I need to really like think, and I need to have lock-in plans, and I just need to do those lock-in plans. Like it's like, that is it. And it might be like the first 14 days don't touch social media, because social media is the thing that goes like, it just gets a bit hairy. It just gets a bit hairy because I like it so much, and I like that it feeds my entire other sources and stuff. Don't know. Maybe I can fit social media immediately in. Doubtful. One thing at a time. Social media is the thing that's cooking me. It's really cooking me. And it's like one step at a time, and then I feel like, if I'm not doing social media, I'm feeding the e-commerce fire, but the e-commerce fire, I don't even want to do that, but at the moment it gives me freedom. So it's like, anyway, this switch over is like, it will take time. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I hope that was useful to you. I hope you're having a good day. The majority of what I'm talking through right now is like, from yesterday, I lived in feelings a lot. I'm bringing more of my masculinity. I'm identifying with being different, right? That's where we joke around, I'm a psychopath, but it's not really a joke. It's like, I'm identifying with being different. Cool. So I am different. I am built differently. Feelings cool. But now let's actually check in with the feelings to make sure we're making the right decision. And then let's press the accelerator pedal. Like, let's press the accelerator pedal, but within the road limit the road markers, the bumpers on the bowling thing, that, within the realms that I have already pre-decided for myself. That's where I'm at. Simple-ish and good. So I'm just going to do that. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.